Hey Ria, are you there? I just wanted to know what you were thinking being out this late. I mean, do you have any idea at all what time it is right now? You really need to start taking more responsibility for your things. Your room is just a complete mess, and you still aren't home to clean it up at all? Honestly, just what are you thinking? You do realize that now that you're married, it is your job to make sure that your house is kept nice and tidy, don't you?
Oh, hello, Ashley. I'm sorry, but what is all of this that you're talking to me about right now? That's an awful lot of text to get through, and I'd appreciate it if you could just tell me what's going on.
Well, I took it upon myself to visit my son's house and see how he is doing with his new wife. And imagine my shock when I walked inside and realized the state of the house that my poor boy is living in. Just what do you call this mess, huh? I mean, this is your home. You really ought to be taking better care of it, don't you think? How can you even accept living like this? It's just ridiculous. What is the matter with you, Ria?
I'm really sorry that you were upset at the way our house looks when you came over unannounced, Ashley. But the fact of the matter is that I'm very, very busy with work these days, and so I can only do what I'm able to. But the other thing you should know is that basically all of the mess in our house was caused by Sam, so I shouldn't be the one that you talk to about this. After all, I'm only ever able to do a little bit of cleaning during the few spare hours that I have on the weekends. I wish that I could do more, but I just don't have enough time in the week to dedicate to keeping my house clean.
You don't have enough time? Do you have any idea how obvious it is that you're just making up excuses for yourself right now? Listen to me. The matter of fact that you are married now, you're someone's wife, and you need to get that through your head. I mean, you may be working now, but your primary job should be taking care of the house and your husband. You do know that, don't you?
You think that my first priority should always be to keep my house clean and serve my husband? I'm sorry, but I'm just not sure if I agree with that at all. Besides, if Sam has any complaints about the way that we're living, he hasn't said anything to me about anything. So I think that I must be doing enough for him as things stand, or else I'm sure that Sam would have said something to me by now. So while I do appreciate your concern about the state of Sam and I's marriage, I really think that there's nothing to be worried about at all.
You really have no idea what you're talking about at all, do you? None of what you said changes the fact that you are married and have different duties than before you were unmarried.
I understand perfectly what you're saying, Ashley. What I'm saying is that my marriage is between my husband and you don't get to make demands of me.
I'm not talking about Sam at all, so you quit bringing up and trying to use him as a shield to hide behind, okay? I'm doing my duty as your mother-in-law to make sure that you are taking care of my son and doing your job as his wife. You think that Sam knows how to judge whether or not a wife is doing what she should be doing? Of course not. That's why it's my job as your mother-in-law to make sure that you're doing everything correctly. Because it is obvious to me that neither you nor Sam have your expectations set correctly, and it is my job to make sure that you learn your duty as my son's wife. So quit telling me, bringing up my son and tell me that the messes are his or that he doesn't have any complaints. You don't get to badmouth your husband ever. Do you understand me?
So I suppose I should just keep my mouth shut, wait on Sam hand and foot, and let you tell me exactly how my marriage should be going?
You really have got some nerve talking to me like this, do you know that? I knew that you were going to be no good for my son, but I didn't know that you were going to be such a brat. And even now, you're just out on the town having fun and completely shirking your duties to your husband right now. You don't tell me that you're doing all you can when you're out partying right now.
And just who said anything about me being out partying, huh? You are making that up entirely in your head, Ashley. I am out working right now, if you must know. I told you that I'm busy, and I meant it.
You really think that you can just tell me that you're working and have that be enough for me to believe you and leave you alone? I'm not going to allow myself to be fooled by you at all. There is no way that you're working right now, and I'm not going to fall for your little lie.
I am not lying to you one bit, Ashley. If you don't want to believe me, then that is on you, but don't you dare call me a liar. I have a second job that I have to work at night for, and I have to work this in order to contribute to our family's expenses. That is why I am always too busy to do things like clean the house or do the laundry. I am just too busy with my jobs to be able to do the housekeeping on top of that.
There you again, making up all kinds of excuses just because you don't want to admit that you're a failure of a wife who needs guidance from her mother-in-law.
I already told you that I am not making excuses, Ashley. Why are you acting this way towards me? I just don't understand where you get off.
You know I didn't just show up to your unannounced. If you must know, it was Sam who called me over actually. He told me that his place was a complete mess and that he needed me to come over right away. He told me that he can't stand living like this anymore and wanted my help. Can you believe that your husband feels so alone and hopeless about his living situation that he turned to his mother and not you? Don't you think that tells you a lot about what you need to know? But then he asked me not to mention a word of any of this to you because he actually thinks that you're kind and caring, if you can believe it. He didn't want you to know a word about this, but I was not going to sit back and let you just slide by without realizing just what you're doing to your poor husband.
So that's what's really going on here then, is it? I really don't know why Sam just couldn't have been a little more patient with me. I already told him that I would clean the house as soon as I had a chance and that there was nothing to worry about at all.
I have no idea what you're talking about at all. You really expect me to believe that you were ever going to take care of this mess? If you were going to do it, then you would have done it already. That much is obvious to me. But now it's clear that you need to be taught about what being a good wife means. You are a lazy slacker who is taking advantage of your husband, and I'm not going to allow that any longer.
Are you even reading a word from the messages that I've been sending you? If you're not even going to listen to what I'm trying to tell you, then I think this conversation is over. I am going to have a little chat with Sam about all of this and let him know just how I feel about you coming into our house and criticizing me like this.
I really just can't believe that you're doing this again, Rhea. When are you going to learn, huh? I mean, do you really think it's okay for you to be out this late when you're a married woman? Don't you realize the damage you're doing to your marriage by being this selfish? You're just a stain on my family as far as I'm concerned.
What is it now, Ashley? What could you possibly want? What is it that you're messaging me about now, huh? Because I am getting sick and tired of getting these kinds of messages from you.
I just mean that every single day this week you have been out all night doing who knows what and you are completely ignoring the work that needs to be done at your house. You really are such an irresponsible girl and you need someone to teach you a lesson. But I have been over with this every week and I can't even say that I'm disappointed in you anymore.
Hold on a second. Have you really been coming over to our house every single day this week? Why are you doing that? What are you doing that you need to come over to our house so often? And if you're going to be doing that, I would really appreciate it if you'd message me beforehand about you coming over. Although if you really want to know, I have made sure that the house is much, much cleaner than it was a few days ago.
Actually, the reason that I've been coming over is try and see how you're doing. I just need to know whether or not you're still someone who deserves to be married to my son.
Excuse me? You can't be serious about that, right? Are you really saying you're coming over to try and inspect me or something?
I'm just doing what any good mother would and making sure that their son's wife is up to the level that she should be. Is that really so wrong?
Did you really just ask if that's wrong for you to judge your son's wife? Yes, of course that's wrong.
Well, that is what I was afraid that you would say. Although, just from the times I've come over and the conversations we've had, it's clear to me that you are, in fact, not good enough to be with my son. But you should also know that I've taken it upon myself to throw away all your belongings from here, so you shouldn't even bother coming back home here. Now that you spend any time in your own home anyways, you're always out doing who knows what. You really ought to be ashamed of yourself. I mean, do you think this is any way for a married woman to be acting? Don't you feel bad for your husband at all? I'm sure that there are a million other women out there. who would be a much better match for Sam.
Hold on a second. Did you really just tell me that you threw away my stuff? Please tell me that you weren't serious about that. Did you really do that?
Of course I did it. You think that I would lie to you about that? Unlike you, I'm not all talk. I act too.
For the last time, I am telling you that I am not out partying or whatever it is that you think I spend my nights doing, Ashley. I am literally working my second job that I need to do in order to support the two of us. But you took my being out of the house tonight as a sign that you could just throw away all of my things? How could you do that to me? What is the matter with you?
What is the matter with me? I want to know what the matter with you is, that what you think you can go run around doing whatever you want at all hours of the night. I only did this because it was obvious that you weren't going to be changing your night-crawling ways anytime soon. I tried to warn you, but you just wouldn't listen to me. You gave me no other choice but to take matters in my own hands.
Have you been reading a single one of these messages that I've been sending you? Why is it like I'm trying to talk to a brick wall when it comes to you? I have told you over and over and over again that I am not going out at night to have fun or party or see friends or anything at all like that. I am out every single night because I am busy working. Don't you get that? I am working to support my husband and I, in fact.
I don't care how many times you repeat the same thing over and over and over to me, because I know that every time you do is nothing but lie. You're a liar, and you're making my husband work all around the clock so that you can do whatever you want. You just want to take advantage of Sam and have him pay for your crazy lifestyle. Admit it. Or don't. I don't care. It doesn't matter at all to me anymore. Know that I've thrown out all your stuff. You're not welcome back to that house anymore. Do you understand me? You are on your own from here on, Rhea.
Well, okay then. I guess you can go ahead and wish Sam good luck when he only earns about $300 a month.
Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? Why would you say that he only earns $300 a month? What on earth are you talking about?
You know what? I am not going to go along with this conversation anymore. I don't even know why I waste my time with you to begin with. In fact, I already am starting to feel as if a big weight is being lifted off of my shoulders now that you've kicked me out. It's like I'm finally free. I'll even do you one further and tell you that Sam and I are going to be getting a divorce now. Go ahead and let him know that we are through.
Now you hold on there for just a moment. You and I aren't through here until I saw that we're through. Now you rewind and tell me exactly what you meant when you said that he only makes $300 a month. That doesn't make any sense at all, and you will explain yourself right now.
You mean you're finally starting to listen to what I'm trying to tell you? Well, it's about time. Actually, I think it's a bit late if you really want to know. But if you want to know the truth about what's going on, you would be better off asking Sam yourself. Got it? All I've done is tell you the truth about what I've been doing, but you just refuse to listen to me. But the facts of the matter are that I haven't been the one going out and partying every night. That has actually been your son.
Hold on just a moment there. You must be getting the number wrong. There's no way that my son is making such little money. Surely you meant to say that he's earning $300 a month, right? Did you really think I was going to fall for that lie? How dare you keep trying to shift the blame for everything on my son? You have really got some nerve. Just what is even the point of doing that, huh? What do you think you have against him that you need to keep lying to me about you too?
You want to talk about trying to shift the blame onto people? You were the one who threw away all of my stuff to try and get me to end things with Sam, right? Well, guess what? You've won. Congrats! You're going to get your way, and Sam and I are going to get a divorce. You did it! I hope that you're happy, because I never ever want anything to do with you or him ever again as long as I live. Now, good luck supporting Sam when he makes so little on his own, and whatever happens next, leave me out of it.
Rhea, are you there? I was just hoping that you and I could chat about something really quickly. I tried calling you earlier, but you didn't pick up. Are you busy right now? I really do need to talk to you about this.
I am busy and I don't want to hear your voice even if I wasn't. If you have something that you want to say to me, you can type it out here, thank you very much.
Ria, come now. Why are you acting this way towards me? We're family, aren't we? You should know better than this.
Family? Us? That's very rich. But no, we're not family. Just hurry up and tell me what you want already.
Well, the thing is that I talked to Sam about you moving out and all, and the divorce.
I really hope that you told him the part where you threw away all of my things and basically left me with no other choice but to leave.
Well, the thing is that Sam and I were talking about all of this, right? And I mentioned to him about what you told me with his lack of money and all, and well, it's true.
I know that. I was the one who told you about that in the first place, and you just kept insisting that I was lying to you, remember? Is that what you came to talk to me about? Because I've already told you the whole truth, and I don't have anything else to say to you. I was honest with you through and through, and you just refused to listen to me.
I know, I didn't listen, but I didn't believe it. I was sure that there was some kind of mistake going on, but then Sam explained it all to me, and it was only then that I realized you were being honest with me.
Well, I'm glad that you've learned that I've been nothing but honest with you over this, but just how many times did you make me explain this to you? You didn't listen to me. You didn't believe me. You ignored all that I was trying to tell you. This is all your fault. So I really have no idea why we're even talking right now.
I thought that you were spending all your nights out of the house partying or something while Sam was working hard to fund your lifestyle. I was just trying to be a good mother and protect my son. Surely you can understand that, right?
I understand that I explained the truth to you over and over again, and you just never listened to me at all. But I don't see how any of this has anything to do with me at all now.
I know, but you can just stop all this and go back to the way things were, can't you?
What do you mean, go back to the way things were? You mean you want me to pretend like none of the past few days happened? You can't be serious about that, right?
I just mean that Sam is so upset with me right now. He's really, really mad. He keeps going on about how it's my fault that you want to leave him. Because he's telling me that he doesn't want to divorce you at all. He doesn't want any of this to be happening. So please, can we just pull all this silliness behind us and go back to the way things were? I realize now that I may have made a mistake here.
You really are one of the most selfish people I've ever met. You know that? I mean, you were the one who threw away my things, and now you want me to come back?
Oh, don't worry. I did my best to get back as much of your stuff as I could. Of course, I sold a lot of your clothes, so those are gone forever, I'm afraid. But I have a bunch of boxes in the house with your name on them. If I return your things to you, will you please not leave my son like this?
Oh, well, thank you so much for getting my stuff, but the answer is still no. We're going to get a divorce, and that is final.
Please, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I can't take off my son. I thought that was going to be your job from now on.
Ashley continued to blow up my phone, and I finally had to tell her that I was going to block her and that she would be hearing from my lawyer for what she did with my things. Even Sam began to reach out to me and beg me to come back, but even he gave in and signed the divorce papers finally. The next month, he wasn't able to afford rent in our old place and was forced to move out. He told his mom that since this was all her fault, that he would be moving in with her for the foreseeable future. As for me, after Ashley threw away my things, I moved to a new place and didn't tell either of them where my new address was. Although I have heard through the grapevine that Ashley and Sam are fighting every single night as Sam refuses to get a job and demands that his mom pays for everything. It seems like she's finally realized what a lazy leech her son is, but I'm afraid that it's far too late for her to do anything about that now.
This is Wyatt's little sister, Emerald. Is it really true that my older brother is getting married to a 35-year-old grandma?
It's about time you came and introduced yourself to me, Emerald. This is Wyatt's fiancée, Mia. Glad to finally be able to talk to you. I'm aware that we'll be able to see one another in person tomorrow, but I'd like to know why you're messaging me now.
The reason why I've taken time out of my day to talk to you is to let you know something in advance.
In advance? What do you have to say?
Do you really think you can marry my brother? You're an old hag, Mia.
Just 1 second. What is up with you calling me that? You and I have never even met one another in person yet, but you're already going to act this rude towards me?
I'm not being rude to you in any way. Wyatt is only 30 years old still. However, why is he choosing to marry some old 35-year-old grandma? That's pretty weird of you guys, if you ask me.
Our age at this point doesn't really seem to matter when it comes to us getting married. Both him and I don't really mind the 5-year gap at all. But are you telling me that because I'm 35 and he's only 30, that I should stop trying to get married to him?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Do you even know how old I am? I'm 25 years young. You are a whole 10 years older than me. I have no desire to call someone that old my sister in any way.
Don't tell me that you have some sort of strange relationship to your brother. I can understand you being a bit put off by our age gap, but it's not your choice to choose who your brother gets to marry. Are you upset to see that the brother you love so much is going to become even more happy with me? I'd have thought that if you loved him this much, you'd be just as happy to see him get married to the woman he loves. And don't feel as though you'll get left out, because I really want to become closer with you as a family. So I'd like it if you could stop calling me Grandma, or anything else along those lines, and refrain from doing anything strange.
This is all common sense for people these days. But what the hell do you think you're doing talking to me like that, Grammy? I bet you wish you were as young and beautiful as me. Now, listen to me. Your guy's marriage is over.
Yeah? That seems to be what only you want, right, Emerald? Us getting married or not is only up to myself and Wyatt. And we've chosen to go ahead with it and tie the knot. So, hearing you say things like that is a bit unsettling. Do you think you can stop saying things like that and work together with me to become friendly sisters?
There's nothing in it for me to become friends with you. It'd only be a waste of time because in no time my brother will be throwing you away.
If you have the time to sit on your phone and make horrible comments about your brother and I, then you must have the time to be out finding yourself a job, right? We're all worried about you. Your parents, your brother, everyone around you.
Huh? What is wrong with you? I'm not going easy on you now. My parents are not worried about me, you idiot. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen tomorrow. And you should too. You'll learn to regret saying things like that to me.
I never thought that you'd be so rash as to want to start a fight even before meeting in person. Well, I'll look forward to tomorrow like you've asked. If you have something you feel has to be said to me, then do it tomorrow when we can both see one another face to face.
You dunce! Now that your face is all gross, you think you can go home now? Get the hell out of here! And while you're on your way home, can you tell my brother goodbye forever and be finished with him?
Are you that deranged, Emerald? Are you even aware of what you just did to me?
I just made sure that you felt what I had been saying to you.
Felt what you've been saying? What are you saying? This was the first time in a while that I'd been able to see Wyatt's parents, and you came along and punched me right in the face because you're too attached to him. You just punched me! Are you unaware that that right there is a crime?
Well, now that you've been punched, you understand now, right? How I've been feeling and all that?
If anything, I've only become more confused now.
Me punching you in the face is my way of forgiving you for asking for my brother's hand in marriage.
What?
So now you can call it a crime or whatever you want from now on, but I'm going to become your family. And so you can't do a thing about me.
Understood. So that was your goal. Who the hell do you think you are, though? Punching me in the face is a way of forgiving me for wanting to marry your brother. Do you really think you have the right to tell me not to get the police involved now as well?
I'm going to become your sister-in-law now. So you can't touch me. Do you really want to get the police involved and have this family torn apart? I'm letting you have your wedding now to my brother, and you just want to throw that all away like an idiot.
You have no right acting so tough, like you get to control what goes on in your family.
I do. And that's why I punched you in the face. It was for the protection of my brother. A form of self-defense, right?
You might want to look in a dictionary one more time to make sure you understand what that term actually means, okay?
Well, I'm letting you marry him now, so you should be happy. I had my fun punching you in the face, and so now you are forgiven for taking my brother from me. You and I will become sisters soon, so you can't still think that calling the police on me will work, right?
I no longer have a little sister.
Huh? Is that you, Wyatt?
This was the last straw, Emerald. You really did it this time, laying your hands on my fiancé. Do you really think I'd let you get away with something to that degree? I no longer have the care to be around you anymore. I only care about those that look past violence and actually act their age when it comes to situations like these.
No, wait, Wyatt! What's gotten into you? Why are you being so mean to me right now? Did I do something wrong to you?
You really cannot see that laying your hands on a stranger is wrong? I think you have something seriously wrong with your head for not seeing a problem here. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. You're no longer my sister.
Wait, what do you mean I'm not your little sister now? I'm still your sister, aren't I? I'm your cute and forgivable little sister, right?
You're nothing to me now.
Huh?
You will never come around me or Mia again. And when it comes to our wedding, you're going to be blacklisted. I have had enough of your crap, Emerald. And I'll be talking with Mom and Dad more about what's happened.
Huh? Wyatt? Calm down a little. I don't understand what you're going on about right now.
I'm sure you don't understand what's going on right now, and that's the frickin' problem. But if you want to get a grasp of the situation, go take a lesson in Common Sense 101.
Wyatt? Oh, wait a second. What are you saying to me?
Right now, your brother is talking to his mom and dad.
Mia. What the hell was all that? Was that really my older brother talking to me?
It sure was.
Why would he say things to me like that? I don't believe for a second that my brother would ever speak to me in that kind of manner. There's just no way he'd be that way towards me. You were just trying to mess with me, right?
Yo, take a look around the situation you're in, you ding-dong.
Uh-huh.
I've had enough of you acting like a spoiled child. You just punched me in the face and are acting as though there was nothing wrong with it. You should know that doing that has broken the relationship you had with Wyatt. Because what you just done was nothing less than assault. Even if you say that that was your way of allowing me to marry your brother, I don't need your approval, Emerald. Him and I already chose that we are getting married. And that's the thing. Him and I are already married. We handed in our marriage forms already.
Huh? Is that so?
But I can understand you not even being able to realize that. I wanted to tell you before, but I knew you would never listen to me. So that's why you never knew about us.
You shouldn't have to say anything like that to me. Do you find it okay to make me feel bad about things?
I don't care about how you feel anymore! Ah, it seems Wyatt has finished talking with his parents. They are saying that they are cutting ties with you as well and that you will be kicked out of their house for what you've done.
Huh? I'm the one getting kicked out of their house. What are you going on about now?
Well, not only was Wyatt left speechless after what you did, but so were your parents. They are thinking that disowning you and sending you away is the only course of action now.
But that's not going to go well for me. I don't even have a job right now. What am I supposed to do if I get kicked out of their house?
You don't know what to do. You should know that by the age of 25. You get yourself off your butt and take care of yourself.
Even if that's what I'm supposed to do, that takes time. Right. Let's the two of us get close to one another now.
Yeah?
Sorry about that punch to your face just a bit ago. But that was just me hitting you in the head with my shoulder.
I beg to differ. I think I felt the full force of your fist to my left jaw.
It's over now, so just start being nice to me. We can just act as though that stuff never happened between us. Just call it a little accident that we had. We are going to become family from now on, and you and I can become close sisters.
Because of what you've done, I'm going to say no. You know dang well by now that you and I are not going to be able to become close to one another now.
Why not? What did I do that was so bad?
Really? You still have no clue what you've done wrong, Emerald. Because of what you've done, your older brother is cutting ties with you. And so you and I will never be seeing one another again. How about you take some time now to think about all that you've done?
I'm sorry. There, I apologize to you, so now things can go back to normal. You'll forgive me now, right? I was just a little upset that you were taking Wyatt away from me. But listen, I will not be able to make it on my own if he leaves me. So tell him to stop acting that way, and also tell me why my parents want to kick me out of their house. I can't believe that my parents would say something like that about me. They are my own family, so they're all being real jerks. Not only did you want to take my brother from me, but now you even plan to take my house away from me.
I'm not planning to take anything from you. You're just being kicked out of there is all. My marriage to Wyatt has already been decided on. However, you chose to let loose on me for nothing. And as for your parents wanting you out of that house, I have no say in it. That literally has nothing to do with me, right?
What do you mean it has nothing to do with you? Don't start acting like you don't care about what's happening to me.
Well, I'm sorry, Emerald, but I don't care what happens to you. Your whole situation that you've gotten into with your parents is between you and them now.
But the reason they want to kick me out of the house is because of you! If you would have never came around my brother from the start, I'd not have to be freaking out over anything.
Jeez. I guess there's no helping you then, is there? Let me ask you something. Do you think it's okay to punch a stranger?
That has nothing to do with me right now!
The thing is, it does have something to do with you right now. You can't just expect to punch someone and get away with it at your age. I'm going to make sure that you are handled by the law now. You'll be paying me a great amount for the damage you've inflicted on me.
What should I do? Mom looks like she's really pissed at me, and I'm not getting any replies from Wyatt anymore. Do you know why they're acting like that?
Perhaps. And this is just speculation on my part. But perhaps they are avoiding you? Well, I think they're all doing the right thing by avoiding you.
I can't be bothered with this. Go and do something about them.
There's nothing I can do to help you now. I think your only choice now is to shut up and prepare yourself. This has all happened because of your childish actions. And not only has it affected your relation to your family, but you'll have to talk to the police now too. And while that's happening, I ask that you stay away from Wyatt and I.
Talk with the police? Why do you have to have them come?
Why? Emerald, I know that you have less than a brain cell left in that ball of yours, but do you not even comprehend what violence is? What assault is?
Assault? I didn't do anything like that.
For crying out loud. It's because of your mental disabilities that you've made a huge problem out of literally nothing here. You're not allowed anywhere near us anymore, okay? Not even to our wedding.
Oh, right. If I come to the wedding, then I'll be able to see my brother again. My family will be there too, and I can get them all together and chat about what they've done to me. My parents are asking that I stay away from them right now. I'd never thought that they'd say such nonsense to me for no reason.
Emerald, I hate you. I just said for you to not come. You are blacklisted, meaning you come and security will walk you off the property. But hey, if you want to test those waters, then be my guest.
Mia, it's getting time that you let all of that go. Are you really supposed to be this upset with someone when you're 35 years old? I've already learned from my mistakes and just want to be happy sisters now.
I'm going to call the mental hospital after I'm done talking to the police for you. We are way past us becoming happy family, so don't even mention that to me. You had your chance to act like an adult, but that's long gone now.
I am acting like an adult right now. Stop trying to make me feel bad about myself. It's not like I wanted to end up this way in the start. So please, help a sister out. Let's you and I become great sisters. Let my brother know that you and I have made up.
Enough of that. I'm over talking with anymore. If you want to still talk to your brother about any of this, then you try calling him yourself. I am tired of listening you go on and on like a broken record. It's seriously not going to get you anywhere now. You have gone too far to take any steps back from, okay?
Why? You're going to throw me away?
Hell yeah! Now bye. I recommend not stepping an inch into our wedding, okay? We wouldn't want you taking any punches to that empty ball of yours now, would we?
After that, Emerald was kicked out of her parents' house for good. And with nowhere left to go, she went straight towards Mia and Wyatt's wedding, forcing herself into it. However, right when she was about to open the doors to the chapel, she took a huge hit to the side of her head by one of the security guards, as Mia already told them that Emerald was not allowed in and was wanted by the police. And just like that, the police came and got her while she was still unconscious on the floor. Of course, since her parents no longer viewed her as their child, when she arrived at the police station, there was nobody willing to come and get her. She was told that she would be arrested for assault, unless she decided to start acting like a good girl and go on probation. And as of this time, she hasn't made her choice. It's amazing how far she went to make sure that nobody would take her brother away from her. But at the age of 25, you really shouldn't have that kind of toxic attachment anymore. Whatever path she chooses next time, though, I'm sure it will not be her last time getting involved with the police. I personally think she'd be better off in a psych ward. But at least now there's a restraining order on her, so she'll never be in my surroundings again.
Hey, Kim. When are you and Mason planning on staying here till? I kind of want you guys to leave. Morgan, hi! I was just gonna ask you something. I might come home late tonight, so can you vacuum and clean the kitchen for me? Why me? You don't work, so why don't you do it? You're my servant, so come clean the house and then leave. Wait! I'm in the middle of something right now. OMG, I might win about $100. Are you gambling right now or something? Wow. I have no words. Hey, I can't cook or take a shower. Come home immediately. OMG, I can treat myself with something expensive tonight. Deciding between Kobe beef or sushi. Are you listening to me? I want you and Mason to leave. Nick is going to live with me after he comes back from his business trip. You two are a waste of space. Guess what? The guy next to me bought coffee for me. I think he wants me to split the cash that I won. Can you even listen properly? Ugh, you're such a low-level person. Call me high-level because I can live off with just money from gambling. People who gamble are the low levels of society. You are such a bad influence to my child. So can you leave? To your child? You didn't even give birth yet. Shut up. I came back to give birth, but it's going to be stressful if the two of you are here. I'll be there when you give birth. Plus, you'll be able to relax if I'm not at the house. OMG. Please just come home and clean the house. Wait. You wanted me to leave a minute ago, but you want me to come back now? Okay. You know what? I'm turning into an idiot. I can't believe Mason chose someone like you. Sorry. I'm gonna go grab a drink with the guy that bought me coffee, so I will come home late, okay? Wait. What? Are you serious? Yeah, it's a long story. Oh, I think Mason is going home soon, so if you have something to say, can you tell him? I have nothing to say. Please pack your bags and leave the house with Mason. If we leave, can you send my stuff later? It's going to be a bother to carry, so... Sure. No problem. I might sell the valuable stuff you have, though. Thanks. I feel really bad for making you send this stuff to me, though, so... I don't want you to do that, so I'm deciding to stay. See? Your attitude is pissing me off. I don't want a dirty parasite like you two to live in my house, so I will kindly leave your stuff outside the house.
Do we need to leave the house? That's a problem, because it's going to take a while to find a new place.
Sorry, but Morgan will not shut up about it. When are you coming home? I want you to check on her.
I was playing with a wild boar in the woods, but I'll go home now.
Oh, communing with nature. How nice. Anyways, I can't leave yet, so can you check on her?
What are you doing, by the way?
I'm grabbing a drink with the guy that I got to know while gambling.
Gotcha. Then let's meet up at Kim's house tonight and spend the last night there.
Sure. See? Wasn't it easy to pack your bags since I left your stuff outside the house? Oh, what happened to the story of you sending my stuff? What? I did send it to you. From the house to the backyard. Thank God a parasite like the two of you left the house. Pretty sure my parents will be happy about this too. I did something good. Did ya? Let's see about that. What's with the attitude? I did do something good. Did you talk to your parents? No, but it was obvious that they wanted to kick you out. So, I was so glad because it'll be a curse to me to put someone who can't have a child in this house. So, bye. Kim? I keep getting calls about rent from the management company. What the hell? Did you do something? Oh, getting calls means that you're not paying the rent. Shut up! I know that. Why are we getting charged for the rent? It's our house. Yeah, it's frustrating, right? But they are doing their job, you know. I don't understand why I need to pay the rent. Morgan, you promised with the owner that you will pay the rent every month, right? Wait, rent? Oh, you didn't know? You didn't hear anything from Mason? Mason can't even have a decent conversation. Can't believe that he's my brother. So, you were paying the rent every month? Yeah, Mason and I were paying about $2,000 every month. It was so expensive. What? Wait, what should I do? I've been paying the rent from my account, but since I left the house, I told them that you'll pay from your account, so I put their info on the fridge for you. What I'm trying to say is, how the hell can I pay for it? Good luck with that. Mason, there is no way I can pay the rent, so can I borrow money?
Why don't you ask Mom and Dad?
I did, but they said they can't help because they spend too much money on gambling. I didn't hear anything about this. Did you know about it?
Oh, damn. There's a lot of people doing gambling around me.
Just answer my question.
Don't know. But isn't the weather nice today? How about doing the laundry?
Who cares about that?
Oh yeah. You have the dryer at home, right?
Okay, you know what? I'm wasting my time talking to you. You should change that about you.
I think I looked at the sun too much because I'm literally blind now.
Why don't you take me seriously for a minute? I'm your sister. Why didn't you tell me about the rent and about Mom and Dad?
Well, you are the one that kicked us out, so I think it's wrong to ask us when you need help. Also, about Mom and Dad, we were the ones that were paying rent and helping them. But what were you doing? You were living in the city partying every night, not even contacting us.
What?
Kim and I moved back to the house simply because it was cheaper, and it's been almost 10 years since I came back. So I wasn't hiding anything because you didn't contact us.
Oh, about that.
Such a beautiful day. I should go to the woods today.
Sorry, but whatever you say, it's a no for us. We bought a condo, so there is no way we are leaving here. Wait, I truly apologize from the bottom of my heart, so I want you guys to live with me again. It's the top floor of the condo. That's awesome, right? I wanted to live in a house surrounded by nature, but wanted to experience the live life also. Whatever. Hey, if you have money to live on the top floor of a condo, why not help me? I can't do that. The guy I met last month at gambling was a real estate related asset owner, and since I was his favorite, I was able to buy this place for a cheap price. What? Are you serious? Yup. You never know where you're going to get a connection. By the way, if you can't pay the rent, why don't you move somewhere else? I can't. I don't have any savings left. Well, how about Nick? He's your husband, right? I can't tell him that we need to pay rent. Also, I thought that we didn't need to pay the rent if we moved here, so we didn't save up any money. Wow. I feel bad for the kid to have parents like this. Anyway, work this out with him, okay? Bye. Wait, are you just going to leave me? I'm really sorry, so can you help me? There's no need to, so good luck with everything. Okay then. I will leave this house because there is no way I can pay rent. I have no choice but to run away. You shouldn't do that. Shut up. I can do whatever I want to. Wait. There's a wild boar in front of the house. Oh, I think that's the wild boar that Mason was friends with. Is it doing okay? I can't leave the house. It's staring at me. Don't you think it's a gift from God saying to not leave the house? Maybe so. I know that I need to get myself together. Oh, now you know? I didn't realize until you told me. You finally realize now how selfish you've been all your life? I can't run away from this, right? Wow! I can't believe that a wild boar can change one's mind. I'm going to talk to Nick about this, so wish me luck. You should do that. I'm so glad that you're regretting your life decisions. Hey, why don't you come live with us again? I was only thinking about myself and not you guys. Sorry, but can't do that because we will be a parasite to you and I'll be a curse to you. Morgan decided to stay at the house, but when she told Mike about the rent, they fought a few times, but he finally understood her and helped her pay for it and started looking for a new place. Mom and Dad were aware that they were just a waste of space and felt bad, so they both started working part-time. Morgan gave birth and is having a hard time raising a child while paying for the rent, so we started to help her financially. But I was thinking, why not live together? So we all helped each other while raising money, and believe it or not, we all started to live together in one house. It's all thanks to the man who I met while gambling. I didn't expect for this to happen. You never know what's going to happen in life.
Your name is Callie, right? I know that you didn't come to see me at all like the rest of your family, but don't you want to get to know your little sister's husband face to face before the wedding? You should want to see me before then, right?
So, you're the man that'll be marrying Charlotte?
My name is Killian Curtis. You didn't even understand that after what I just said? Your little sister is going to get married, and this is how you're going to behave with me?
Well, the way you started this whole conversation off, I couldn't tell if you were her fiancé or someone else in his family. I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to make it out to the dinner today. I had some work to attend to. I was planning on having my sister tell you what happened with me today, so was her point not clear enough or something?
She told me she never got any message from you.
She did? I told her about this yesterday, though, and said that she should tell you as well. My mom should have said something about me as well today, right?
Oh, I heard all about it today, and I find it very rude for you to cancel on us just like that. All I can think about now is how Charlotte's older sister has no common sense.
Well, I made sure to let my sister know about why I wouldn't be able to make it. I'm sorry that my reasoning was never given to you, as it seems there was some miscommunication between my family and I.
If you keep this kind of thing up, I'm going to make you even more aware of it. Are you alright with something like that? Leaving yourself looking like an imbecile? I was really hoping to see you today so that we could all become close to one another, but instead you never showed up and are now blaming it all on bad communication. Do you want to become closer to your brother-in-law?
I was planning to, yes. I'll have a word about this with Charlotte later, but I never expected you to become so upset by what's happened. She never told me that you were such a nitpicker, so I'm a little bit surprised by how you behaved.
Huh? What did you just say? Of course I'd be upset by what you've done. You canceled on us without giving any reason for it. To me, that's the same thing as committing a crime.
I didn't want to cancel on the plans we had without there being a reason. That's why I said to you that I had work to get to and could not make it in time. I'm surprised that this small of a thing is getting you so worked up right now. I'm sorry for what's happened this time, so let's just move on now. I promise that next time anything comes up that'll keep me from making it to any kind of family plans or event we have, I'll let you know directly.
That's not what I want. I want you to never cancel on my plans like that again.
Understood, Killian. I have to get going now. Charlotte, you never told Killian anything about what happened to me. I told you before that I wasn't going to be able to come out and meet him because I had some things show up at work. Oh, well, now that you mention it, you did send me a message saying that before. I totally forgot to mention that part. Well, honestly, I forgot you even said anything in the first place about having to go into work suddenly. Hey, Charlotte, pull yourself together, please. This is all about your marriage, right? And because you completely forgot to tell Killian about what happened with me, he is upset with me now. Did you know that? Oh, well, come on. He shouldn't be getting upset over that. Well, he was more angry than even I thought he'd be. So please make sure to tell him what's going on with me from here on out. Seriously, I want to know his reason why he was that upset with me, though. He didn't even seem to understand the reason I gave him when I brought it up. Killian's the kind of man where if things don't go exactly the way he planned, he gets all worked up over it. That's probably why he jumped at you there. To him, he felt that you canceled last minute on him and me. Well, I went and told you I wouldn't make it, and I gave you the reason why that all was. If you know Killian to be that type of easily upset man, then you should have remembered my reason and told him. Now, would you please go and tell him about how you forgot this time and that I had a very good reason for not being around? You're getting a little scary there, Callie. Charlotte, you really need to pull yourself together here soon, all right? I'm not joking. Weren't you telling me before about how Killian's family is really annoying? They really are all so annoying to be around. I'm not sure it has to do with them all being landowners or just very influential people, but his mom is the worst out of all of them when it comes to how annoying she is. So far, things have been going pretty all right between her and I, though. Honestly, I don't get how someone like you has been able to stay on her good side this whole time, though. I suppose you're trying really hard not to piss her off, then. Well, I have to try to not upset her since their family will be the ones taking care of me. Well, with a thought process like that, I'm not sure how long your good relationship to them will last. I don't want to get my own job, though, so as long as I deal with how annoying Killian and his family are, they will take good care of me. And once we have our wedding, I'll never have to work in my life again and can just live off their money. Isn't that such a great outcome for me? I really am a bit worried about that plan you have, though. I happen to really enjoy the security of working my own job and making my own money to live off of. Well, you're a bit different from me, Callie. I suppose I am. However, in your case, you have a lot of things about you that make you rather lazy, or, as one could say, unreliable. So please make sure you're doing your part to keep the marriage balanced and to keep his family happy. I also want you to be happy with Killian and everyone as well, but you still have the wedding and everything to get past. I worry about anything bad happening then, so please just stay focused and fight through all of this ceremonial stuff. I'll be fine, all right? I've always been able to make things work out for myself in the end. That's how I got to where I am now, right? If you really have that much confidence in things, then that's good. But it seems like Killian's the kind of man where if you get him really upset, he'll become a major pain in everyone's butt. He might even take things a little too far in all his anger. All right, I understand what you're saying. I've been dating Killian for 3 months now, so I know how to handle him when things get a little out of line. Everything will be fine here. 3 months? That doesn't seem like enough time at all to get to know one another, to be honest.
Yo! Are you trying to get me pissed off now? Why are you, of all people, not here yet? Do you really call yourself an older sister if you don't show up soon? Also, where are the rest of your family at?
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Are you telling me you have no idea what day today is? Honestly, what kind of sister are you? You had to have been dropped on your head or something as a baby. Did you never go in to get your head looked at when that happened?
How about we start from square one here? You need to calm yourself down and tell me what is going on. So far, you've done nothing but make me even more uncomfortable with you, and that's just because you're digging into me about something I have no clue about. Please explain to me what has happened so that we can actually make a conversation out of all this. And if you're not going to be able to do that right now, then I'm not sure what else to say about you. I get that you're my sister's fiancé and all, but you coming at me making comments like that is giving me the feeling that you're the one with a messed up head.
You think with what's going on right now, I'm the one acting crazy? How the hell are you able to say something so idiotic to me right now? I will never forgive you for no-showing to your own sister's wedding.
What was that? Wedding? My sister's wedding?
That's what I'm talking about here. You not showing up here even now means that you've chosen to no-show today. As her older sister, you should be here sooner than the rest of the guests. I will never let someone like yourself get away with what you're doing. I'll make sure that everyone in the family shuns you for this.
Now, before you get all frustrated with me, even though you already are, how about you listen to what I have to say? I'm not sure how things came to this today, but you're telling me that today is the day of my sister's wedding with you?
Why are you acting like you never knew that before? How about you learn to be a responsible adult and start checking your calendar more often? I'll make sure you pay for thinking you could get away with slacking off that much. I'm sure you already know how well known my family is. We all own a lot of land, especially in this city.
Is that right? I never knew about that until just now.
We have so much land in the city that we are even more influential than you'd be able to imagine. We know a lot of people, and we can get those people to do as we ask. There's not a single person in this part of the state that would dare piss me off because they don't know what I can do to them. And now that you've gone on and no-showed on today's wedding, I'm going to tell everyone in the family about it and have your butt turned into mulch. I hope you're ready for something like that.
So you're going to threaten me now?
Why are you laughing at me? I'm not playing around at all. You've already gone and done it by not showing up today and causing us loads of embarrassment. I'll get everyone in the family together to deal with you, so get ready for that to come.
Did you even know about the fact that I never received an invite to your wedding?
What?
Honestly, you have been talking so much crap for someone who doesn't even understand what's been going on. I didn't get an invitation to your wedding, and that's why I had no clue it was today.
What are you talking about? You didn't get any invitation at all? There's no way that's the case. I bet you just lost it somewhere and are trying to lie about it so that I won't come and mess you up.
Killian, How would I ever lose something as important as a wedding invitation? And if I were to, I would have already gone and written the date and everything down on my calendar before losing it. Also, I just went and asked my mom about this, and as far as she's aware, not a single person in our immediate family got an invitation to your wedding.
What? Not a single person? Really?
Do you really think I'd be lying about my own sister's wedding this way? You should be able to tell just by having a look around right now that I'm not pulling your leg or anything. Not a single person from my family is there right now, correct?
Not just her family, but even her friends and colleagues haven't shown up yet. I'd always thought there was something strange about that girl. What is going on here?
Why are you asking me that question? How about you go talk to the strange girl herself about what's going on there? I seriously have no clue why, out of literally everyone you could be talking to right now, you chose me, her older sister, to start getting angry at and demanding answers from. I'm sure what's happened here is that my lazy and unreliable little sister just forgot to send any of her family and friends invites because she's just that type of woman.
Huh? You're lying, right? How could someone forget to send out invitations to their own wedding? There can't be someone that stupid, right?
For a very long time now, Charlotte has been that kind of person. And that's the same Charlotte you said you want to get married to today. She's been that way for so long now, though, that my parents and I aren't even surprised she forgot about something as important as her wedding invites.
Charlotte's been like... Huh? I can't believe this!
If you're not going to believe it, then how about you go find her and find out for yourself? Stop talking to me already, like gosh dang.
Charlotte was telling me that you needed to start being more serious about things.
And that's coming from someone who has never taken things very seriously their whole life. The fact that you believed her to be this all-around decent person has led me to believe that this marriage shouldn't be. What was it that even got you interested in marrying her? What did you see in her? I'm just going to tell you right now that today's wedding might not be all that great for you, considering the bride's whole side of the family and all her friends won't show up.
What the hell is going on here?
Also, was you threatening to have me ruined earlier some kind of a joke, or were you being serious there? Because I'll have you know it's going to take a lot more than just your family's influence to take me down. Do you even know what I do for a living, Killian?
Huh? What are you going on about now?
You were just bragging to me about how your family all owns a lot of land in this city and that you guys can do anything you want. That must mean you haven't done any of your research into the kind of people my family is. I myself happen to be a senator for this state and know a whole lot about your family. Are you really going to say you never knew about that?
What? Huh? You're a senator? What kind of freaking joke is this? No way a woman like you could be a part of the Senate.
You don't have to believe what I'm saying to you, but I hope that you ask your family about me and get their reaction. After all, I'm the one who's taken really good care of your family and their properties. Well, they might not have known that I was related to your fiancé, so that might shock them even more. My sister would most likely never bring up anything about me and her family to your parents, considering she just doesn't care about that sort of stuff. So it'll make a bit more sense now if they're a little startled by the news. I suggest that you go ahead and look up on the internet who the senator of this state is and go ahead and tell your parents about me. Then, after you've gone and done that, you'll start to get an idea of what you have to do next.
Hold on a second. Are you really telling me the truth right now?
Knowing now that you just threatened someone like me, we'll have to see what your own parents think of that kind of behavior. I'm really looking forward to hearing about what they do.
For the time being, could you please come out to my wedding?
What was that?
With the way things are right now, there's no way we can start this wedding. If you hurry up and get here as soon as you can, then I'll forgive you for no-showing like that. So could you please make it out here very soon?
I have no reason to go to that wedding, do I?
What? Why not?
Just a little bit ago, you really went off on me in a way I've never seen someone act. And then you started threatening me by saying you'd have your whole family come after me, right? Which makes no sense to me, considering you're not the one that owns all that land. Your parents are the ones who own all of that. You are just a simple little office worker. So you really think you can just use your family's power to threaten me? Because that's what it looks like you were doing just then. I do not want to come to your wedding and see a half-assed man like you getting married. Did you never think any of that through before you started to act like a complete idiot then?
Wait, you don't have to say things like that.
I do not have the time to be worried about you and your crisis over there. You and your family, along with my little sister, figure something out for yourself there. I'm not going to that wedding, and I'm not too sure the rest of my family is either.
What? Wait a second. You'll really be putting me into a tough position by not coming.
I don't care. That's what you get for acting like a little dick. Now I have to get going. Bye-bye.
I'm so sorry, Callie. I never ever thought that my fiance's older sister would be in actual Senate for our state. Honestly, not only did I not know that, but neither did the rest of my family. Please allow me to apologize for everything that I said before.
You can go right ahead with your apology then.
Huh? Is that really okay? You really are a lot better than Charlotte is. The fact that you are more forgiving towards me for my really rude behavior than she is tells me a lot about yourself. No wonder you're the perfect senator for our state, having such an open mind and heart as yours are.
No, that's not at all what I was getting at there. What I meant is that you may go ahead and apologize for what you've done, but I will not be considering any one of you a part of my family. I can't be wasting my time with people like you. So after you give me that apology, would you mind never talking to me again? There really isn't much else you and I can talk about with one another, so please make this quick. All right?
Hold on for just 1 minute. You're telling me you won't be forgiving me now? If you aren't willing to forgive me, then my family will all turn against me and make me to blame. That would then most likely lead to my parents disowning me and sending me away forever.
Is that right? And what does any of that have to do with me?
It has a lot to do with you. This all started because of the way you were talking to me before. That made me think that you were never in some sort of position, such as a freaking senator. And I never heard anything about you from Charlotte either.
But that all has nothing to do with me, Killian. That has to do with you and Charlotte not having very good communication skills. Go ahead and keep trying to make it seem to you like I'm a part of your problems, but I'm not. Charlotte and yourself are your problems.
I get that, all right. That's why I went and spoke with Charlotte for hours about what's happened. I asked her why she never told me any of this really important stuff about you, and her answer was that she didn't know. That has to be a lie, right?
I'm sure my little sister just didn't know about the kind of work I do. She's never cared about me and would most likely not show any interest in the kind of work I do for a living. Are you really getting that upset over something like that? You are one strange cookie, Killian.
She has to be mentally screwed up then if she has no clue about what kind of job her older sister has. There's no way someone can be that mentally screwed, right? I happen to know everything about my family and the kind of jobs they have.
And you seem like that kind of person, especially since you love to brag about all their lines of work, even though you don't have anything to do with them. Going around telling everyone that your family is amazing and very powerful like that gives you any power of your own? To be straight up, it's kind of embarrassing the way you act. I'm sure your parents have been aware of that for a long time now, right? Those poor people.
Excuse me? Are you still trying to take some jabs at me?
What do you mean by still? I don't ever remember taking any jabs at you before this conversation. All that's happened up until now is you getting all pissed off and taking it out on me.
It's because of you that my whole wedding went and turned upside down. And Charlotte started to tell me that if I'm going to get this upset over everything, she was going to leave me. Things are really going downhill for me right now, and I might lose my fiancé. Something like that can't happen to me. I have not done a single thing wrong this whole time, and yet this wedding is causing me to look bad. I'm going to be disowned by my parents and lose the one and only woman I loved, and then I'll be left with having to pay for this whole wedding myself. That is so messed up, right? You make your little sister pay for this mess.
How pathetic. All of this happened because of you going bonkers over things that you didn't even understand yet, and are now trying to blame my sister for it all. And what's this about you having done nothing wrong, Killian? Get a hold of yourself, because I am no longer talking to you anymore. You really got yourself all riled up saying that you'd get that family of yours to come after me and everything, but all you really ended up doing was getting them all to leave you.
Shut the hell up, you bitch! Are you trying to bully me or something now? Huh? Huh?
You poor short-tempered soul. I hope you can someday find a way to free yourself from all that anger. Now, I really have zero to do with any of this, so I'm going to say bye now. Goodbye forever, you short-tempered little idiot. Things went just as you were saying they would. I was never going to be able to get married to such a pain in the butt as him, and look at how things ended up for us. Thank goodness I realized he's not the one for me last minute there. Wait, hold on now. This time was pretty freaking bad of you as well, though. Well, I'm aware of that, Callie. To be honest about the marriage, I had some worry about it for a while leading up to the wedding. You did? I could tell that he and his family would never be able to forgive me for how laid back of a person I am and all the mistakes I tend to make. But you know more than anyone that it's really, really hard for me to change anything about myself, right? That's why I decided that if he did find out about the kind of unreliable person I am and chose to forgive me for it, that I'd actually put some real effort into becoming a better person. But of course, just like you were saying, he got so pissed off at me that I had to put an end to the relationship. That's what he was telling me. Can you tell me, were you actually trying to not invite any of your friends and family to the wedding on purpose, or was that an accident? If I tell you the answer to that, you'll think that I'm better at planning things out than I actually am. I'm sure you did that on accident. Why did you never end up telling Killian about my job? You had to have known about the kind of work I do, right? The fact that I'm the senator of this state and all? I would be lying if I told you that I had no clue about your job. I just didn't know a whole lot about the kind of work you did as a senator, so I ended up not saying anything about it. Your job has zero to do with me, so I felt it wasn't really something I should talk about with anyone. Also, I never really had a chance to tell Killian about you much anyway, since he'd always go on and on and on about himself and his parents' jobs. Seriously, who cares about his parents' jobs and what they do when all he is that company's paper pusher? So you did know about my line of work, and actually made the wise choice of not talking about it considering you didn't know much yourself. Come on, I was just being a little bit respectful towards you. But I learned soon enough that Killian was not at all respectful towards you, or anyone for that matter. I'm not going to worry about him anymore though, as I just need to find myself someone a bit more laid back, like me. This'll be a lot of work again though. It shouldn't be that much work looking for the right partner. I mean, it'll take some time, of course, but finding the right person for you will make all the difference in the end. I like to think with the kind of personality you have, you'll always end up with a pretty decent guy. Even this time, besides him being a little whining brat and always bragging about how his parents have respectable jobs, Killian was just fine. You think so? Well, as long as you think there will be more chances for me to get men with lots of money and that are a bit happier about who I am, then I'll be just fine. Thanks for saying that. I'll make sure to put some time and effort into finding a new man that's right for me. And next time, please, 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 please don't forget to invite all your family and friends. See you, Charlotte. I'll be waiting for that next bit of good news from you. In the end, I went ahead and started to ignore all the messages that kept coming to me from Killian. My little sister went ahead and did the same thing by ignoring both his calls to her and his long texts. Not only did Killian end up being disowned by his family, but considering he had done something so embarrassing for all of them, he was told to never ever step foot near any of the family again. After this, he tried even harder to get back with Charlotte, but after calling her over and over again at around 2 in the morning, she went and blocked his number and all his social media accounts. It seems that Killian will never have a family with Charlotte and us ever again.